Eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Be careful, try not to lead her on. Shorty heart is on steroids.
Ladies and gentlemen, the UNB Varsity Reds annual celebration of excellence will begin in 2 minutes. Would you please take your seats? Thank you.
I stand here waiting for you to bang the gong, to crash the critics saying, is it right or is it wrong? If only flame hidden I'd be, baby, could I bear being away from you? I found the link, put it in here. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause, live for the way that you cheer and scream for me. The applause, applause, applause. Give me the feeling, turn the lights on, put your hands and make them turn it down. Give me the feeling, turn the lights on, put your hands and make them turn it down. Make me get down, put your hands and make them turn it down. Make it bring down, put your hands and make them turn it down. I've overheard your theory, nostalgia is for geeks. I guess, sir, if you say so, some of us just like to read. 1 second I'm a coons fan, suddenly the coons is me. Pop culture was in art, now art's in pop culture in me. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause, live for the way that you cheer and scream for me. The applause, applause, applause. Give me the feeling, turn the lights on, put your hands up, make them turn it down. Give me the feeling, turn the lights on.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Dave Morrell. I'm the marketing manager and event coordinator for special events for the Varsity Reds, and it's a great pleasure to be one of your MCs for this evening's annual celebration of excellence as we honor our UNB Varsity Reds athletes. A special welcome tonight to those watching on AUS TV through the service provider Bell Alliant. It is time now for our national anthem, and I would ask Whitney Gallant, a trainer from our women's basketball team, to sing our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command. Car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Whitney. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start our evening by recognizing and congratulating our AUS champions. They came in men's soccer, men's curling, and men's hockey. They all brought home banners and trophies, which are displayed on and above the stage area. We'd also like to recognize our CIS medalists tonight. From wrestling, Ilya Abelev, who grappled his way to a fourth straight CIS gold this year in his fourth different weight category. Grayson Saint Laurent, who also won CIS gold in the 82 kg. Alex Toms, who won silver in the 100 kilogram, and Elisa Cleaves, who took home CIS bronze in the 48 kilogram division. As well, we congratulate our entire hockey team for bringing home the silver medal after an outstanding season. Congratulations to all of you. We're now going to congratulate our graduating athletes who have all given so much in the way of time and energy to making our Varsity Reds program a success. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage to bring greetings from the Associated Alumni, past President Heather Nielsen. Heather?
Thanks very much, David. Classmate from 1972. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be here on behalf of the Associated Alumni at UNB to participate in this very special evening in honor of you, our student athletes. I'd like to take a moment right now, if I could, and ask you to recognize your coaches and the staff of the UNB Athletics Department that are here tonight. Thank you for all your dedication and hard work throughout the past year. So let's give them a round of applause, please. Student athletes at UNB epitomize the type of leaders the association seeks. You exemplify dedication, hard work, and passion. You inspire loyalty in those around you and those who watch you by wearing your UNB colors with honor and bringing the best to every game and competition. You are and always will be amazing ambassadors for UNB. The partnership between UNB Athletics and the Associated Alumni goes back many decades and continues to be very strong. The Alumni Association is pleased to be able to provide funding in the form of merit awards and scholarships to you, our athletes, and to sponsor various events throughout the year. Now in its 15th year, we are pleased to partner with Varsity Reds Athletics to once again present watches which feature the Varsity Reds logo on the face. Watches are presented to graduating athletes to acknowledge their dedication, effort, and commitment in the pursuit of excellence in sport and academics at UNB. Student athletes have to meet a certain criteria in order to receive a watch. The watches are presented to athletes who meet the following criteria: a student athlete graduating with an undergraduate degree, having completed at least 3 years of CIS eligibility with the Varsity Reds team. A student athlete not graduating with an undergraduate degree, but who has exhausted all their CIS eligibility and has competed at least 3 years of that eligibility with the Varsity Reds. And thirdly, a student athlete who has started and completed a 2-year graduate degree at UNB and has used 2 years of CIS eligibility with the Varsity Reds. I'm now going to ask the student athletes if they would please come on stage and introduce themselves, and then they will receive their watches as they are introduced. Thank you very much.
Will McPhee, basketball, Sydney, Australia, Bachelor of Kinesiology. Jordan Irvin, Recreation Sports Studies, Woodstock, New Brunswick, men's basketball.
Colleen Daly from Ancaster, Ontario, Bachelor of Kinesiology, women's basketball.
Caitlin Young, Fredericton, New Brunswick, Bachelor of Science Kinesiology, women's swimming.
Victor Karasan from Fredericton, New Brunswick, men's soccer, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
Jessica LeBlanc, UMB Swimming, Geological Engineering, Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Either one.
Cassie Mooney from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. I'm in kin science and I swim.
Brandon Warren, Plastrock, New Brunswick, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, swimming.
Kate Lance from Moncton, New Brunswick, UMB Swimming, and Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
Marc-Pierre Chassé, Valleyfield, Quebec, women's swimming and men's volleyball trainer.
Hi, Scott Mills, men's swimming from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry.
Holly Wright, I'm from Toronto, Nova Scotia. I swim and I'm doing my Bachelor of Arts.
Brittany Harvey, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, women's swimming and Bachelor of Science in Biology.
Ryan Smith, basketball, Dalhousie, New Brunswick. Thank you. Business.
Muck White, volleyball, business, and from Fredericton, New Brunswick.
Jordan Brooks, men's volleyball, Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia, Bachelor in Business.
Vanya Mitrovic, women's volleyball, Fredericton, New Brunswick, Bachelor of Arts.
Craig Dunders, men's volleyball, Navan, Ontario, electrical engineering.
Paige Paulson, women's volleyball, Keswick Ridge, New Brunswick, and Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Science, sorry.
Brett LeDrew, volleyball from Claremont, Newfoundland, and in chemical engineering.
Chase McFarland, men's volleyball, beautiful British Columbia, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Taylor LaMarche, cross-country track and field, Porcupine, Ontario, and Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
Katie Wallace, cross country and track and field, O'Leary PEI, and Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
Evan Grant, Rexton, New Brunswick, graduating from Bachelor of Sciences in Kinesiology, and I'm on the track team.
Jordan Johnson from Canterbury, New Brunswick, graduating Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, and I'm on the track team.
Courtney Barber, St. Philip's, Newfoundland, women's cross-country running and track and field, Juris Doctor of Law.
My name is Brittany Dillman. I'm on the women's wrestling team. I'm from St. John's, Newfoundland, and I'll be getting a recreation sports study degree.
My name is Andrew Sanford. I'm on the men's wrestling team. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm graduating from Bachelor of Arts.
Tom McRae, Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, men's wrestling, Kinrec.
My name is Emma Quigley. I play for the women's soccer team. I'm from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, and I'm graduating with my Bachelor's of Science in Kinesiology.
Hi, my name is Lacey Purdy. I'm from women's soccer. I'm from St. John, New Brunswick, and I'm graduating in the Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
My name's Hannah Vesterback. I'm from Barrie, Ontario. I play women's soccer, and I'm graduating from Kinrec.
My name's Maggie Spicer. I play on the women's soccer team. I'm from Spencer's Island, Nova Scotia, and I'm in the Bachelor of Recreation Sports Studies.
I'm Erin Bethune. I play women's soccer. I'm from Ancaster, Ontario, and I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
Hi, I'm Eden Vanderland. I'm from women's soccer. I'm from Fredericton, New Brunswick, and I am in the Faculty of Science and Kinesiology. Been 2014.
Aaron McMurray, men's soccer, from London, Ontario, graduating with Bachelor of Arts.
Alex Hayert, men's soccer from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Bachelor of Arts.
Tyler Carroll, men's hockey, Bachelor of Recreational Sports Studies, and I'm from Strathroy, Ontario.
Cam Braze, men's hockey, Shawnee Lake, British Columbia, Bachelor of Recreation Sports Studies.
Adrian Robertson, men's hockey from Mississauga, Ontario, and business administration.
Lauren McNicholas, women's soccer. I'm from the United Kingdom, and I graduated with a kin science degree.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all of our graduating athletes. We are very proud of each and every one of you. We also thank the Associated Alumni for providing this special group of student athletes with a beautiful memento. Once again, another round of applause for our hardworking graduates. It's my pleasure now to invite to the stage the president of the University of New Brunswick, a tremendous supporter of Varsity Reds athletics, Dr. Eddie Campbell.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special night. It's really a great pleasure to be here, and we have a fabulous turnout. It's great to see so many really, really special people at the university here, our varsity athletes, our student athletes. Special welcome to the V-Reds alumni here tonight. Your ongoing support and enthusiasm for our program is really important to the UNB family. And I want to offer a special welcome to Brian Copeland and his family who have traveled here from all over the United States to be with us here tonight. Brian, you and yours are especially welcome, and we count you as a part of our UNB family. Having you and your family join us here tonight makes the evening even more special, puts a spotlight on the rich history of the program that we all share. It helps highlight the work of these young people who have done so much to build the program as it is today, and it gives us special hope that the future for our program is even brighter. On behalf of the University of New Brunswick, thank you very much for being here this evening. I have to say, for me as president of the university, academics is at least as important to us as our athletic achievements. I'm very proud of the motto that we have at the university, Champions of Academic and Athletic Excellence, and it comes in that order for a reason. We're very particularly proud of our academic All-Canadians, and I do want to mention Adrian Robertson that you just saw without the playoff beard, was honored by the Governor General as one of the Elite 8 athletes, the academic All-Canadians, who are right at the top of their game. Adrian, congratulations on that accomplishment this year. Dave has already pointed out to you the outstanding success we've enjoyed in sport. I think what I like best about our programs is that every team on any given night has a chance to win. And we have a competitive program in every sport we compete in, and I think that's really important, and I'm really proud of that feature of our program. I am going to take a few minutes here to salute a few of our athletes who have been recognized for their dedication to community service as well as their academics and athleticism. I want to mention Shay Nordheim of our men's soccer squad, Katie Wallace of women's cross country, Paige Paulson of the women's volleyball team, who have been named AUS Student Athlete Community Service Award winners, which recognizes community leadership, athletic ability, and academic excellence. Way to go. And it's a special pleasure for me to acknowledge Paige. I want to acknowledge that she has received national recognition this year as the CIS Therese Quigley Student Athlete Community Service Award winner. Paige, where are you? Stand up so we can give you a round of applause. And I want to tell you a little bit about why Paige is being recognized in the way she has as the first Therese Quigley Award winner from UNB. She joined Varsity Reds soccer in 2011 as a walk-on and has since become a leader on the team, but she's done a whole lot more off the field. She's a member of the Right to Play UNB squad. She's president of the Athletes Council. She's one of the forces behind our Think Pink program and the athletics Movember movements. That's also just a start. She's fundraising chair of UNB Global Water Brigades, and she organizes volunteer for the Read with Reds program. She's a volunteer with the food bank. She helps out with Habitat for Humanity and many other local charities. Congratulations again, Paige, for all you do for UNB and for the people around you. Thank you so much. It's absolutely clear to me that there's great strength in this room, and not just physical strength, strength of spirit, strength of enthusiasm, strength of dedication, and the strength of community. I congratulate each and every one of you here this evening. Thank you for inviting me. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell. It is now time to introduce my co-host for this evening. She came to UNB from the United Kingdom. She obviously is much taller, much brighter, and a whole lot easier on the eyes, I must admit. Ladies and gentlemen, the always shy Laura McNicholas.
I think I might come back again next year because I get a better welcome every year, so thank you, Dave. Now on to the first award of the evening. The Brunswickan Academic Achievement Award will be presented by James Tozier, sports editor of the UNB student newspaper, The Brunswickan. Jamie, please join us on stage. The Brunswickan Academic Achievement Award was established by the Brunswickan Sports Department. It honors an athlete graduating from their first undergraduate program who has competed as a varsity red for at least 3 years. It was awarded to the athlete with the highest cumulative GPA after the first term of the academic year. This year's winner has been a member of the women's swim team for 4 years, and in addition to her academic success, has been an active volunteer with Special Olympics and with the Opal Youth Group, working with teenagers and intellectual disabilities. Please welcome to the stage, Kate Lance. Congratulations, Kate.
It's time now for the Chet and Helen Campbell Rings of Distinction. Dr. Chet Campbell and Mrs. Helen Campbell were very strong supporters of the University of New Brunswick and firmly believed in Varsity Reds athletics and its program. Student athletes receive A's for being recognized in various ways by the AUS and CIS. When an athlete receives 3 A's, they are awarded a Ring of Distinction. This ring has a very strong history here at UNB and has remained a constant throughout the years. The Rings of Distinction will be presented this evening by Dan McMorrin, past recipient of the Ring of Distinction and our current men's volleyball head coach. Athletes, as I call your name, please join us on stage. Remain here until all Rings of Distinction have been presented. And here we go. This year's recipients are, from men's basketball, Will McPhee. From women's volleyball, Vanya Mitrovic. From men's soccer, Aaron McMurray. And from women's soccer, Sam Lagasse. Congratulations to our Ring of Distinction Award winners. You may proceed to stage right. and have your photos taken. Athletes, be aware that as you win awards, you're going to be asked to go to a photo.
And now for the Team Red and Black Awards. This award is given to members of the Varsity Reds who consistently goes above and beyond the call of duty for their team. To present the Red and Black Awards, I asked John Crosland, women's soccer coach, who was also AUS Coach of the Year this season, to come forward. And to assist John in presenting, we would ask a tremendous Varsity Reds fan who follows every single one of our sports with great enthusiasm, John Robb, to please join us on stage as well. You may know John Robb better by his Twitter handle, Real Stir Fry Guy. He cooks a pretty mean stir fry too. John is a true supporter of all the athletes, trainers, coaches, and staff in the room. And if you're lucky enough to run into him, he makes sure you know as much. John works tirelessly to spread the good news about all aspects of our program, watching every game, often on multiple devices. John, as a fan, you definitely go above and beyond the call of duty. We'd like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for your support. Now, to return to our Red and Black Award winners, I ask that you please come forward as your name is called and remain on the stage. Are you here tonight, Dave? Oh, there we go.
I was mesmerized by your beauty. This year's recipient in men's basketball is a fifth-year student athlete who has shown tremendous leadership on and off the court. His leadership in the locker room was a major reason for the team's 16-4 record. He is the first to volunteer for school appearances, camps, and any community events the team takes part in during the season. The Red and Black winner for men's basketball, Will McPhee.
With 8 points and 7.5 rebounds per game and shooting 47% from the floor, there's no denying that this player had great stats, but it is her attitude and effort that make her special. She has a motor that never stops and gives everything she has every single day. She inspires others around her to follow her lead and raise their efforts as well. The Red and Black winner for women's basketball is Kylie DeLong. In her final year of a biology degree, this year's recipient is an academic or Canadian who started every match this season. She was also the president of our Athletes Council and worked tirelessly in our local community, reading books to kindergartners with Read with the Reds, organizing blood drives, Movember, Think Pink, working with the food bank, coaching high school volleyball, and serving as a fundraising chair of UNB's Global Water Brigades, just to name a few. She was awarded the Therese Quigley Student Athlete Community Service Award by the CIS. This year's recipient for the Red and Black Award for women's volleyball is Paige Paulson. A graduating athlete who, for the most of his playing career at UNB, had assumed a supporting role, either ready to come in off the bench in pressure situations or having to start in crucial situations. This year's winner performed at a very high level and has been a great example for others. As one of the captains, he could always be counted on to provide a voice in the locker room or help the coaching staff in any capacity. His dedication to the program will be sorely missed. The Red and Black Award for men's volleyball is Jordan Brooks.
In women's soccer, off the back of a stellar career as a captain of the most successful women's soccer team in 19 years, this year's winner will graduate in the spring with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. She is an academic All-Canadian, a Dean List student. She has worked to raise awareness around issues with mental health. The red and black winner for women's soccer, Emma Quigley.
A tremendous team leader and a huge help to coaching staff. This student athlete helped to coordinate the team's involvement in many initiatives on campus. He also organized a team in this year's Marathon of Hope. A fifth-year player, team captain, and starting centre-back from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Alex Hayart from the men's soccer team.
He's a leader on the ice, in the locker room, and in the classroom. This student athlete represents his team on the Athletes Council, at numerous volunteer events, and as a mentor to young athletes. He also posted 2 goals and 13 assists during the regular season, found time to travel to Ottawa to be recognized by the Governor General of Canada as one of our top 8 academic All-Canadians. The red and black winner for men's hockey, Adrian Robertson.
This year's recipient is a leader, organizer, support, and competitor whose leadership was extremely valued this season. Primarily a high jumper, he also picked up the pole vault, tying teammate Troy Wilson for a bronze medal at the AUS Championship and a new UNB record. The red and black winner for the men's track and field is Evan Grant. In only her second year on the team, she has established herself as a top-notch athlete and leader. She won a bronze medal in the triple jump at the AUS Championship this year and held the 4x200 meter relay team to 3rd, putting the team's success above her individual long jump event. The red and black winner for the women's track and field is Tess McDonald. This swimmer leads a team in and out of the pool, including in the classroom where she has been a 4-time academic All-Canadian. She was top 4 in all breaststroke events at the AUS Championship, including bronze in the 200 meter breaststroke, a CAS qualifier in that event and the women's team co-captain. The red and black recipient for women's swimming is Cassie Mooney. Ladies and gentlemen, your UNB red and black recipients for 2014 to 15. Congratulations.
Okay, you're heading that way. Nice job, guys and gals. I would now like to invite the head coach of our men's basketball program, Brent Baker, to the stage. He's going to help present the UNB Pepsi Rookie of the Year awards, and of course, Coach Baker named AUS Coach of the Year this season. Pepsi sponsors this award. However, our Pepsi representative is unable to attend, but would like to congratulate all award winners. To present with Brent, we invite a key sponsor and friend of the Varsity Reds, Glenn Treadaway, manager of Fredericton Home Depot. Come on up, Glenn. Brent will also present Glenn with a small gift from the Varsity Reds as a thank you for their continued support. Athletes, please come forward when your name is called. Once you have received your award, please remain on the stage as a group. Men's basketball, this year's winner is a first-year student athlete from Guelph, Ontario. He was a three-point percentage leader in the AUS and a solid first-year player for the Varsity Reds. He was also named to the AUS All-Rookie team. Please congratulate the Pepsi Rookie of the Year, Jesse Kendall. For women's basketball, we have a very dynamic player on both ends of the court. This year's Rookie of the Year started 17 of 20 AUS League games, averaged 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds per game. She's a good three-point shooter, attacks the basket very well, is great in transition, and able to defend the best perimeter player our opponent can offer. She was also named to the AUS All-Rookie team. Please congratulate the Pepsi Rookie of the Year for women's basketball, Nicole Leffler. For men's volleyball, this first year, Varsity Red continued to make improvements throughout the season. He is an excellent team player, is an athlete with a great volleyball IQ. He continues to improve in the physical aspects of the game. Look for him to make great contributions in the future. The Pepsi Rookie of the Year for men's volleyball, Kent Doucette.
This year for women's volleyball, she had an exceptional first year with the Varsity Reds. She was this year's winner of the AUS Rookie of the Year, an AUS second team All-Star, and to the CIS All-Rookie team. She was second in the league for points per set, first in the league for aces per set, and third in the CIS for aces per set. Please welcome to the stage, Victoria Riedel. This guy was a starting centre-back for the Varsity Reds. He helped anchor the team's defence, which allowed the fewest goals in the country. A first-year player from Cheshire, England. Please welcome to the stage, Matt Mountney.
For women's soccer, she is a key contributor in the first year of the program. First ever first place AUS finish in 2014. She finished the season with an impressive 4-1 record, including going 4-0 in the final 4 of the regular season. Despite appearing in fewer games than her rookie counterparts, she was second in the AUS in wins by a first-year goalkeeper. The Pepsi Rookie of the Year for women's soccer, Rebecca Duda. For men's hockey, this year's Rookie of the Year adjusted to the AUS hockey from the moment he put on the Varsity Reds jersey. In his first year, he was second in the AUS for points among all defensemen, was named AUS Rookie of the Year, and a member of the CIS All-Rookie team. He helped his team capture an impressive silver medal at the CIS Championships in Halifax. The Pepsi Rookie of the Year for men's hockey, Randy Gazzola.
In his first year as a student athlete, this year's recipient made an immediate impact on the UNB track and field team, taking part in competitions in Gagetown, Moncton, and Montreal. At the 2015 AUS Championships, he finished 6th overall in the pentathlon, For those of you that don't know, that's the 60-meter hurdles, long jump, shot put, high jump, and the 1,000-meter. Then he came back the next day to capture the bronze medal in the 60-meter hurdles, scoring a total of 5 points to the team. Please welcome to the stage Ben Fowler. In her first year as a Varsity Red, this year's winner made an immediate impact. She set school records in the 60-meter, 60-meter hurdles, long jump, pentathlon, and as a member of the 4x200-meter relay team. At the AUS Championship, she competed in the 60-meter, 60-meter hurdles, long jump, high jump, shot put, and the 4x200-meter relay. She finished 7th in the 60-meter, 3rd in the 60-meter hurdles, 3rd in the 4x200-meter relay, 7th in the long jump, 9th in the shot put, and 2nd in the high jump. Whew, that's a lot of positions. She scored 10.5 points, which was 2nd on the UMB team, and helped the team to a 3rd place overall finish at the championships. The Rookie of the Year for the women's track and field is Sydney MacDonald.
For women's swimming, this year's recipient had an outstanding first season as a Varsity Red, finishing top 5 at all AUS meets throughout the season. She was at every practice this season, which proved to be beneficial. She won a bronze in the 200-meter butterfly and was in the A final in all butterfly events at the AUS Championships. Pepsi Rookie of the Year for women's swimming, Allison Summers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pepsi Rookies of the Year. We congratulate them all. Off to the right.
And now for the Labatt Most Valuable Players from each sport. Please note, if a club sport athlete qualifies for AUS and or CIS Championships competition, they have the opportunity to compete under the Varsity Reds name. This past season, members from the curling, wrestling, cross country, and women's swimming teams competed at this level and therefore are eligible for the MVP awards. I would now like to invite head coach of the men's hockey, who was also an AUS and CIS Coach of the Year this season, Gardner McDougall, to present the Labatt Most Valuable Players. To make the presentations with Gardner, I invite Rob Young, representing Labatt, as well as a tremendous sponsor to the Varsity Reds, Brian Johnson, owner of Kingswood. Gardner has a gift for both Rob and Brian as a thank you from the Varsity Reds. This year, for women's basketball, the most dominant player on the roster by far, she led the AUS in block shots even though she missed half of the league game due to injury. She averaged 8.5 rebounds per game, which would have been 3rd in the AUS. Her ability to dominate the game on both ends of the court changed her style of play dramatically when she was on the floor. The MVP for women's basketball is Caitlin Mangold.
If you ask Coach Baker, it's no coincidence that the team has improved in the 2 years since this player's arrival. His dynamic court play and ability to finish in traffic have earned him the nation's scoring title in back-to-back years. Consistency is the hardest thing to achieve in sport. He does this on a nightly basis. The Labatt MVP for men's basketball, Javon Masters.
This person has saved the best for last in his final season as a varsity Red. Statistically, he had one of his best years, being amongst the top on the team and in the conference in kills, points per set and digs, resulting in his first ever AUS All-Star Award. His performance in a number of areas was also the reason he started and played in every set of the entire season. Perhaps his biggest asset to the program this year, however, was the leadership he provided as one of the team captains. His work ethic and commitment to the program are examples to all and will be dearly missed. The Labatt most valuable player for men's volleyball is Mark White. Fifth in points per set in the AUS, fifth in kills per set in the AUS, eighth in attack percentage, this student athlete came on stronger and stronger all year, becoming a go-to player to make points for the team. She was the team's top scorer in both playoff matches. The most valuable player for the women's volleyball team is Vanya Mitrovic.
Aside from being one of the top goal scorers in the AUS, she is one of the most difficult marks for defenders with her mix of technical ability and tenacity. She never shies away from physical challenge, has a great ability to inspire her team and teammates to be successful. An AUS First Team All-Star, the MVP for women's soccer, Sam Lagasse. Men's soccer divides its awards among most valuable players into two categories, offensive and defensive. First, the Canon W.J. Clark Offensive Player of the Year Award, a dynamic attacking player whose ability to run through opposing defenses created numerous chances for himself and his teammates. But he was named an AUS First Team All-Star and a CIS Second Team All-Star, a starting left winger from Barrie, Ontario. The Canon W.J. Clark Offensive Player of the Year Award for men's soccer, Marcus Lees. Now for the Canon W.J. Clark Defensive Player of the Year Award, a complete two-way player who helped the team become the second highest scoring team in the league and the best defensive team in the country. This student athlete was an AUS and CIS First Team All-Star, a starting central midfielder. From Brazil, the Canon W.J. Clark Defensive Player of the Year Award for men's soccer, Diego Padilla.
This second-year student was a difference maker this season, scoring 14 goals and 25 assists for 39 points in 28 games played, winning the scoring title in the very competitive AUS. With a very impressive 17-game point streak, he was named the AUS MVP, AUS Playoff MVP, and AUS First Team All-Star, SAIS All-Canadian, and an Academic All-Canadian as well. The MVP for hockey is Phil Maillet. This person was undefeated in the 600 meter in the AUS competition this year. Her closest competitor was almost 3 seconds behind her. She won the 600 meter and the 1,000 meter at the AUS Championship and qualified for the CIS National Championship in both of those events. At the AUS Championship, she scored 19 points and was tied for first in total points, helping her team to an overall third place. The most valuable participant for women's track and field is Sarah Myatt. Not only did he set new school records in the 300-meter and 600-meter on multiple occasions this season, this year's winner was undefeated in AUS competition in the 300-meter all season. At the 2015 AUS Championship, he won the 300-meter, just missing the AUS record. He was also second in the 600-meter, missing first by just 9/100ths of a second. A CAS National Championship qualifier, the most valuable participant for men's track and field is Daniel Brown.
For women's swimming, she swam lifetime bests in all events this season, breaking UNB team records in the 50, 100, and 200 breaststroke. She was the first swimmer in the conference to qualify for the CIS championships this season and picked up a silver in the 50-meter breaststroke, bronze in the 50-meter free and 100-meter back, and fourth in the 200-meter back at the AUS championship, and qualified for the Pan Am Game Trials. At Nationals, she posted UNB's strongest performance in years, placing 10th in the 50 back. The Labatt MVP for women's team is Charlie LeBlanc. For men's swimming, this year's MVP is one of the top distance swimmers in the AUS. He posted top 8 finishes in all events at the AUS Championships, including a bronze in the 200-meter butterfly, 4th in the 1500 free, and 5th in the 400 IM, and 8th in the 800 free. The Labatt MVP for swimming and the recipient of the Gilman Leach Award, Taylor Dulka.
Winning her second straight CIS bronze medal and recently placing 6th at the Senior Nationals, she is also a former Canada Games gold medalist and Junior Pan Am gold medal winner. The most valuable participant in women's wrestling is Alyssa Cleaves.
We're going to need to move our line a little bit to the right. Thank you. For men's wrestling, undefeated this year in CIS competition, this student athlete won the Guelph Open, the UNB Open, the AUS qualifier, and gold in the CIS 76 kg weight class. Named a first team All-Canadian, the MVP in men's wrestling, Ilya Abelev.
She was named the team's top finisher at the final 3 competitions, including a win at the UDM Invitational. At the AUS Championship, she finished in 5th place, making her an AUS All-Star, breaking up a Dalhousie perfect score and qualifying her for the CIS National Championship. She went on to finish 67th out of 132 competitors from across the country. The most valuable runner for women's cross-country is Katie Robinson. One of the more consistent athletes on the UNB cross-country teams this year. He was a captain of the team and an integral part of the men's performance and leadership. At the AUS Championships, he finished 20th, helping the team to a 4th place finish. The most valuable runner for men's cross country is Taylor LaMarche.
Our next athlete is a highly accomplished player with an amazing passion for the game of curling. She has been successful at every level of competition and has represented New Brunswick at the national level on several occasions. She also shares her love and knowledge of the game as a coach and instructor. Her biggest attribute to the program this year was her value as a teammate. She served her role on the team with high enthusiasm, and her commitment to the program for the last 2 years is highly appreciated. The Labatt MVP for women's curling, Shelby Wilson.
This person went above and beyond his team spirit and multi-sport abilities. This athlete has demonstrated tremendous resiliency throughout his curling season. He combined academic excellence with the athletic performance he has, and his teammates won UNB's first AUS Men's Curling Championship and represented UNB at the CIS event in Waterloo, Ontario. Tonight, we recognize his growth as a competitor, but most importantly, his growth as a teammate. The most valuable participant in men's curling is Alex Robichaud. Ladies and gentlemen, your most valuable players. Congratulations to everyone.
We will now recognize UNB's outstanding athletes who earned CIS awards. Any athlete named to a CIS All-Canadian team is featured on the RHB McLaughlin All-Canadian Wall located at the Aiken University Centre. We will also recognize this evening all CIS Major Award winners. It is a gift to UNB from Dr. Bob McLaughlin, an outstanding student athlete and a Beaverbrook Scholar. At tonight's celebration of excellence, we fondly remember our good friend and extremely grateful supporter to UNB athletics. 76 years ago, in 1939, Dr. Bob McLaughlin came to UNB from the small community of Aroostook. He was a Beaverbrook Scholar and immediately immersed himself in his studies and athletics. At that time, the athletic program for men only included rugby, hockey, basketball, boxing, and track and field. The program for women was only basketball, and the program was pretty much run by student athletes. They did most of the planning, budgeting, scheduling, and even arranged for their own coaches, while UNB provided a faculty advisor who basically was there to certify the athletes were indeed bona fide UNB students. Bob excelled in the classroom and on the field of play from 1939 to 44. He was a three-sport athlete, was chosen UNB's best all-round athlete in 1942, the same year the Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium was opened. Prior to that time, the gymnasium was in the engineering building. Following military service at the end of World War II, he returned to his beloved alma mater as a professor in engineering, coached our varsity rugby team, was secretary of the UNB Athletics Board, and taught engineering for 40 years before retiring in 1986. And Bob strongly believed outstanding athletic achievement did not just happen. He also said it took good coaching, plenty of high-level competition, hard work, and tremendous sacrifice by dedicated student athletes. With that belief in mind, at his 50th class reunion in 1993, Bob announced he was establishing a trust fund to recognize both academic and athletic achievement to be administered by the UNB Alumni Association. One component of the trust was to support funding of the Beaverbrook Scholarship and postgraduate fellowships. The other was to support an athletic achievement award to be applied to the direct benefit of the student athlete. Bob and those with whom he worked regarding the athletic component of the fund quickly realized our all-Canadian athletes should be better recognized. That is what Bob's Trust has been doing for the past 21 years. In 2003, through the diligent efforts of the UNB Development and Alumni Offices, perpetual recognition was guaranteed with the unveiling of the RHB McLaughlin All-Canadian Wall in the Aiken Centre. Tonight, we will honor the memory of a man who for 76 years strongly believed in his beloved UNB, the value of academics, and outstanding athletic achievement, as we add new Varsity Reds faces to the wall. Bob left us this past December, but we are pleased his valuable legacy lives on, and we proudly welcome his son tonight. I invite Randy McLaughlin to the stage to walk in his father's footsteps by presenting the 2014-15 members of the RHB McLaughlin All-Canadian Wall. And Laura is going to present Randy with a small gift and token of appreciation from the Varsity Reds. Named to the CIS All-Rookie Team from men's hockey, Randy Gazzola. Named to the CIS All-Rookie Team from women's volleyball, Victoria Edel. A second-team All-Canadian in men's soccer, Marcus Lees. A second-team All-Canadian from men's wrestling, Alex Toms. A first-team All-Canadian in men's soccer, Diego Padilla. A first-team All-Canadian, men's basketball, Javon Masters. A first-team All-Canadian in hockey, Phil Maillet. Another first-team All-Canadian from hockey, Jordan Murray. A first-team All-Canadian in men's wrestling, Ilya Abelev. First-team All-Canadian men's wrestling, Grayson Saint Laurent. The CIS Therese Quigley Student Athlete Community Service Award winner from women's volleyball, Paige Paulson. CIS Coach of the Year in men's hockey, his second trip from the wall, so we'll get an updated photo of Gardner McDougall. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our CIS Major Award winners, the newest faces on the RHB McLaughlin All-Canadian Wall at the Aiken Centre. Okay, it's time now to sit back, break out the popcorn, take a look at all the action on the big screen. This is all about you.
Hard work, hard work. Hard work, hard work. Hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what I say. Hard work, work, work. Earn my pay. Hard work, work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. Ready to go and earn my pay. Hard work.
We could do this all night. We could do this all night. Yeah, everything is alright. We got the keys to open paradise. Yeah, paradise, it feels like. We could do this all night.
A little bit of misfit banter, a little bit of JoJo dancer, a little bit of thoughts of mine coming out the mind of this midnight rambler. I can't wait till these tunes of mine get me out of this local jam. Get up on that big stage now, show the world just who the heck I am. Ever think that if it all goes right, you got something that can change your life. Use that moment just to show your light. Everything is gonna be alright, 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 right, right. Crashing through the sky, alright. I'm screaming to the stars, collide. I'm telling everybody, that's right. We all got the spark, we all got the spark tonight. Taking back the way we are, 'cause that's just the way we are. I'm crashing through the dark, but alright. We all got the spark, we all got the spark tonight. They say if you look around for something hard enough and you just might find it. And there's some around who wanna keep you down, but shawty, don't be blinded. Feeling trapped, thinking that you can't get out of this humdrum scene. Time to turn this thing upside down. Show these people what you really mean. Ever think that you could lose your mind? Could it be the big dream you'll find? No more waiting 'cause it's almost time. Everything is gonna be alright, 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 right, right, crashing through the sky, alright. I'm screaming to the stars, collide. I'm telling everybody, that's right. We all got the spark, we all got the spark tonight. Taking back the way we are, 'cause that's just the way we are. I'm crashing through the dark, but alright. We all got the spark, we all got the spark tonight. We all got the spark, we all got the spark tonight. We all got the spark.
Give yourselves a big hand. Now I would like to call on Paige Paulson from Women's Volleyball, who serves as President of Athletes Council, along with Director of Athletics John Richard. Paige will announce the winners of the Director's Unsung Hero Awards.
All right, so I'm not going to stumble over every single word that I say this time. The Unsung Hero Award is selected by the... I walked right into that one. Yeah. My apologies. The Unsung Hero Award is selected by Varsity Red's Athletes Council and is presented annually to a male and female student who quietly give their time and energy to others simply for the love of the sport. His or her tireless dedication and commitment to making his or her teammates better sets a positive example for others on the team. This award recognizes contributions that would not normally be recognized by other formal awards. This year's recipient for the Female Unsung Hero is the student head coordinator for the Get Real UMB Association and has been working extremely hard all year to get students and athletes involved in this anti-bullying campaign. She is expanding this club by reaching out and presenting in middle schools across New Brunswick starting this spring. She is also an active volunteer within the Varsity Red community through participating in Read with the Reds and volunteering at Max Health. This athlete puts in her best effort in all aspects of her life, whether it be on the field or in the classroom. She accepts the role on her team no matter how glamorous it may be. She didn't get the playing time she had hoped for, nor the recognition she worked for, as sometimes she was not selected to dress or not put into games. However, in the minute and a half she got this season, she set up one of the best goals scored with a diagonal ball over the opposing back line. She never lets her disappointment get to her, and she was always a positive presence to have both on and off the field. I would like to congratulate Lacey Purdy from Women's Soccer. All right, so the male recipient for the UMB Unsung Hero does not only focus on himself becoming a better athlete, but also the improvements of his teammates. When he cannot attend practice, which is extremely rare, his fellow athletes notice his absence, as he is not there to continuously encourage them to do their best. This athlete is not only a huge aspect when it comes to training, but also when it comes to encouraging the athletes to get involved in the Varsity Red community. Whether it is a social event, reading with the Reds, a team get-together, or watching other varsity teams compete, he always takes it upon himself to plan the event, collect money, and get people together. This athlete is also a huge help to the coaches in recruiting new athletes for the upcoming seasons. In the past 2 years, he has convinced numerous athletes to come out to try out for the team, some of which have medaled. Despite the challenges and discomforts that come with cross-country running, Taylor always makes, sorry. Disclaimer. He always makes training a positive experience, inspiring members of all levels to train and compete at their best. Although his hard work and dedication are not always recognized through AUS records or gold medals, his contributions have helped to develop the competitiveness and closeness of this team. With this, I would like to congratulate UMB Cross Country, as well as our Vice President of our Athletes Council, Taylor LaMarche.
Thanks, Paige. Tough act to follow. Congratulations to Lacey and Taylor as well. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be up here to welcome everyone here tonight to what is a highlight each evening in our Varsity Reds calendar, each year in our Varsity Reds calendar. It's somewhat of a sad evening as well, as we say goodbye to another season, and with it, goodbye to a bunch of impressive senior student athletes who you met earlier. Every student athlete in this room should be extremely proud of what you've accomplished this past season. This includes everything you've done within your competition venue, as well as everything you've achieved in and around this community. I want to congratulate you and commend you for caring not only about yourself, but for your team, for this program, for this university, and for the entire Fredericton area. I want to say thank you to our coaches, our admin team, our assistant coaches, the individual team support staffs, and the numerous volunteers who put in countless hours on behalf of our student athletes and our entire VREDS program. Without that dedication, we simply could not exist. We also are extremely fortunate to have such incredible support and leadership from so many individuals and groups across our campus. That leadership begins with the University Management Committee and individuals like our President, Dr. Eddie Campbell, our Vice President Academic, Dr. Tony Secco, and it continues through our entire Faculty of Kinesiology, led by Dean Wayne Albert. Much like any other Varsity Reds event, these three individuals have joined us here tonight, and on behalf of our entire program, I want to say thank you for all you continue to do for us. I feel it's pretty special and quite unique to see all three of you at so many of our events, not just during championship season, but throughout the entire year, so thank you for that support. Our athletics program is privileged to be a part of kinesiology, allowing us to work closely with all the different units within the faculty. I especially want to say thanks to David Sad for all his work in and around our facilities with assistance from individuals like Doug Baristow, and thanks also to Gang Sheng Zhui, Lauren Rogers, and James Kress, who we work very closely with in regards to the competitive sport club programs. Thank you to our media folks who continue to provide such wonderful coverage, allowing us to get our stories out there. And thanks to our corporate partners, as well as our associated alumni, our parents, and all our supporters who continue to be so passionate, like John Robb, about our Varsity Reds program. It really does allow our student athletes to continue to excel, so thank you. I also want to say two very special welcomes to folks who have joined us here tonight. First, I want to welcome again Randy McLaughlin here representing his father. Thank you for being here, and please know the RHB McLaughlin All-Canadian Wall and the presentations here earlier tonight are so valued within our VREDS program, so thank you. I also want to say a huge welcome to the Copeland family. Later in the evening, they are going to take part in presenting the Garnet Copeland Award to our top all-around student athlete. I think it is very special that Brian, who is Dr. Garnet Copeland's son, along with 5 other family members, have traveled here from across the United States to be with us tonight. You'll meet them in a few minutes when we present our major awards, but I want to just say thank you for being here with us. Finally, the most important reason I'm up here, to present the James Bourne Award. This award, named after Mr. Jim Bourne, a longtime AD here at UNB, recognizes someone associated with our program who has gone above and beyond working on behalf of our student athletes. This year's recipient certainly defines that criteria. She began her career at UNB in the Undergraduate Awards Office November 1st, 1999. Over the past 16 years, the scope of her job has continued to grow in her role as Associate Registrar. She is responsible for managing over 800 different awards and 5,000 applications each year for both entering and continuing students on UNB Fredericton and UNB St. John campuses. She works closely with the athletics department on both campuses and has established strong relationships with coaches and staff alike. Working with the departments, she has streamlined the awarding process to ensure the athletic awards are administered efficiently and effectively while ensuring all CIS regulations are upheld. She has always been a strong supporter of student athletes. Her passion for students is second to none, and she goes above and beyond to advocate for them. Regardless of how busy her office of 2 gets, she always has time to meet with students and welcomes them in her personable approach. Working with students and acting as a mentor when the opportunity arises is what continues to grow her passion and enthusiasm in this role. She takes pleasure in celebrating student-athlete successes and is quick to brag about their achievements. She truly enjoys watching student-athletes grow personally and academically during their time at UNB. The past 16 years hold fond memories for her, but have also brought about great change. On top of administering UNB's scholarship program, she found time to complete her master's in adult education, had the pleasure of watching both of her sons graduate from UNB, and became a proud grandmother just last year. As she looks towards her upcoming retirement in a few months in late June, we wish her all the best as she embarks upon a new, exciting chapter of her life. It's my pleasure and honor to announce this year's recipient of the James Bourne Award, Kathy Waugh. Unfortunately, we found out a few hours ago that Kathy is actually sick today, home in bed sick today. And of course, we were trying to surprise her, so we didn't tell her about this award, so she has no idea, but hopefully she's watching on AUS TV. Regardless, we will present this to her at our next department team meeting in front of our coaches and staff. Knowing Kathy, I'm sure she'll be very grateful and very humbled. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, John. Where's my co-pilot? Oh, there she is.
You can't leave anything around here.
You're up. You want some more paper?
No, I think I got enough.
I've got some here.
I got some trees down here.
Okay, good.
It is now time to present the top 5 awards to UNB's outstanding student athletes. The criteria for all of the following major awards are based on a point structure that takes into account academic performance as well as individual and team athletic performance at the AUS and CIS levels. First, the UNB Pepsi Female Rookie of the Year. I would ask Dr. Wayne Albert, Dean of the Faculty of Kinesiology, to please join me on the stage to present the awards. We also have a gift for Wayne as a thank you. We will be announcing the finalists. We ask you to remain seated. The winner is asked to join us on stage and accept their award and then say a few words. The finalists are Victoria Rido from the volleyball team. Victoria is a first-year student from Gallagher Ridge, New Brunswick. She was named AUS Rookie of the Year an AUS second team All-Star, and to the CIS All-Rookie team. She was second in the league for points per set, first in the league for aces per set, and third in the CIS for aces per set. Our second nomination is Nicole LaFleur from the women's basketball team. She's from Fredericton, and Nicole had a great season, averaging 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds per game. Nicole was named to the AUS All-Rookie team. Our third nomination is Charlie LeBlanc from the swim team. From Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, Charlie was the first swimmer in the AUS to qualify for the CIS championships, meeting the time extremely early in the season in the 50-meter backstroke. She brought home 2 silvers and 2 bronzes from the AUS championship and had UNB's strongest showing in years at internationals. Let's just give our nominations a round of applause. The UNB Varsity Reds Pepsi Female Rookie of the Year is Victoria Riedel.
One moment. Okay. I am humbled to be up here accepting this award. It wouldn't have been possible without the help of the coaching staff. They each challenged me to become a better player. I would also like to acknowledge the amazing group of girls I had the pleasure of playing with this season. And I am going to miss the graduating girls. You guys have taught me so much, and I couldn't have asked for better role models. I'm excited to continue my journey here as a V-Red with the remaining group of girls, and look forward to the success in the upcoming seasons. My first year was incredible, and I can't wait to see what the next 4 years will bring. Good luck to the rest of the nominees, and congratulations to all the winners tonight. Thank you.
We would ask Wayne to please remain on the stage for the presentation of the UNB Pepsi Male Rookie of the Year. We will announce the finalists. We ask the winner to join us on stage. The finalists: from men's basketball, Jesse Kendall. From Guelph, Ontario, Jesse was a key part of the team's success this year, a 3-point percentage leader in the AUS, and Jesse was named to the AUS All-Rookie team. From men's hockey, Randy Gazzola. From Thorold, Ontario, Randy made his presence felt this year with 2 goals and 22 assists. He was named AUS Rookie of the Year and to the CIS All-Rookie team. Cam Braze from men's hockey. From Toronto, Ontario, Cam's explosive speed has made him one of the top skaters in the league with 9 goals and 14 assists in the regular season. Cam Brace was named to the AUS All-Rookie team. The UNB Varsity Reds Pepsi Male Rookie of the Year, Randy Gazzola.
Well, first I'd like to congratulate all the recipients tonight. It's a really big honor for me to accept this award. I'd just like to thank my teammates, the coaching staff, and the training staff for allowing me my time at UNB to be a memorable one. Looking forward to next season. Hopefully we can make sure we bring home the gold. But thank you again, and thank you.
The Garnet Copeland Award is bestowed upon the year's top all-round student athlete, taking into consideration that the individual has shown excellence as a student, community contributor, and as an athlete. We ask the nominees to remain seated and invite the winner to the podium to accept the award and say a few words. These nominated athletes are all outstanding ambassadors for the Varsity Reds program and for the University of New Brunswick. As a little background, Dr. Garnet Copeland was a 2-sport athlete who won this award in 1936, 20 years after it was first presented on this campus in 1916. At that time, it was called the Kenneth Corbett Medal. In 1954, it was reborn as the Copeland Award and has been a constant in the 60 years since then. We are incredibly honored to have members of the Copeland family with us here tonight, including Garnet's son, Brian, In a few minutes, we'll ask them to join us on stage. But first, the nominees. The finalists for the Copeland Award are, from men's soccer, Shay Nordheim. Shay was the recipient of, go ahead. Shay was the recipient of the AUS Student Athlete Community Service Award this year. This fifth-year academic All-Canadian helped organize UNB's first Right to Play chapter in 2011 and is currently president. He has personally raised over $5,000 for Right to Play in addition to the numerous events he has helped put together. Since losing his brother to cystic fibrosis, Shay has spearheaded fundraising initiatives through Great Strides in Winnipeg and Shinerama at UNB, raising over $7,000. For the past 2 summers, he's also worked as a youth mentor with K-5 students who have a variety of learning challenges, helping improve literacy and numeracy skills. Shay volunteers with many more groups at UNB and with youth soccer programs. From the women's cross-country team, Katie Wallace. Katie was also awarded the AUS Student Athlete Community Service Award, an academic All-Canadian who consistently finishes within the team top 5. Katie volunteers at the Max Health Institute. She is an extremely active member of the Athletes Council, helping lead initiatives like Read with the Reds, the Terry Fox Run, and more. Katie also volunteers regularly at the food bank and with several local schools, helping teachers with students who are intellectually disabled. From women's volleyball, Paige Paulson. Paige was the recipient of the AUS and the CIS Student Athlete Community Service Award. As well, she was the UNB nominee for the AUS James Baer Memorial Scholarship. Paige is the current president of Athletes Council. This year, she co-organized UNB's first Movember initiatives and helped lead our Think Pink fundraising campaign. She is a member of Right to Play UNB. She is a fundraising chair for UNB Global Water Brigades, whose mission is to bring sufficient clean water to communities. Paige is in charge of organizing fundraising events to help fund the group's upcoming trip to Honduras. She has a passion for coaching and works with both UNB Volleyball and Volleyball New Brunswick training camps and as head coach of the Bliss Carmen Girls Grade 7 team. Here at UNB, Paige works to involve our student athletes and other students in a wide variety of volunteer opportunities. At this time, I would like to invite the Copeland family to join us on stage. They are Brian Copeland, Don Copeland, Kathy Halloran, Barbara Dickey, John Halloran, and Brian Dickey. They have traveled to Fredericton tonight from Georgia, Indiana, Chicago, and Alabama. The microphone is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Dave. I'd like to first thank Dr. Campbell, Dr. Secco, Dr. Albert, John Richards, Marcy Nixon, for the assistance they've given me and the hospitality they've delivered to me and my family for this great occasion. I'd also like to thank my sisters, my brother-in-law, my nephews for their support. And finally, I just want to thank you, student athletes, for allowing me to be part of this great presentation. You know, I'm really, really proud of you, proud to be here. I attended the little reception we had out here, and I started looking around and I began to say, am I getting shorter? Or are all university students getting taller? And I think it's probably a little bit of both. I have to tell you that my father and I are proud to have graduated from this great university. You are at the forefront of engineering, science, and the arts. You're a leader in Canadian university athletics. You're also a leader in Canadian and pretty much North American athletic academics. You know, I have some notes here. I think I know what they mean. You were 5 of the last 6 and the 8 of 8. Your hockey team has run silvers and golds. You know, I even hear about it in Alabama and Georgia. And your girls volleyball team is 100% all Canadian academics. Just something very special. But before I go, and before Lauren presents the Copeland Award, I'd like to give you a few words of background of what UMB was like in my father's time, and what his history is with the university. You know, he left UMB, graduated from UMB in 1936. That's the middle of the Depression, okay? All that was here was the Arts Building, Mem Hall, Forestry and Geology Building, maybe the library, and maybe the Beaverbrook residence. And so if you look up the hill and block out all those other buildings, that was UNB at the time. In those days, the world was in turmoil, just like it is now. You know, well, really. You know, the Nazis were going to take over the world with Hitler. Tojo and the Japanese were going to take over the other half of the world. And Mussolini and the fascists, they were going to pick up the pieces. But today we have the same problems. You know, you only have to look at the news in the morning and you really want to go back to bed. Because we have Iraq, you know, things go on in Iraq. We got Iran. And now we have these ISIS guys that we have to deal with. And, you know, Canadians at that time and students from UNB and other universities dealt with that, suffered through the Depression, contributed to the war effort, and I'm sure today's UNB students will do the same thing. You know? In 1936, my father, Garnet Copeland, won the medal for the best all-around athlete at UNB. He played rugby, hockey, and football. He also got a degree in geology. And when he left UNB in 1936 as a graduate, there weren't a lot of jobs. There just weren't. But he took his degree in geology from UNB and his newspaper clippings from his hockey performance to northern Quebec and got a job. He says it was because of the clippings. Probably true. He was a great hockey player in his time. He was. He was asked, when he moved to the United States, he was asked to try out for the American Olympic hockey team, but he couldn't because he was a Canadian citizen at the time. But he took this job as a geologist for the Noranda mines who were producing copper and other precious metals for the war effort. He was eventually recruited to the United States, where he developed what is called the Copeland fluid bed technology. And it was used in the roasting of iron ores and assisting in us producing copper and whatever was necessary for the War Department. This invention led to the development of pollution control systems for the pulp and paper industry. Okay? Partially because of this, the water's cleaner, the air is cleaner. You go to a lot of paper mills, you go to the Copeland building. Okay? That process evolved to disposal of hazardous waste, biological waste, wood waste, to develop energy and abate pollution. Today, the cities of St. Paul and Minneapolis, Minnesota, 95% of the waste is run through Copeland fluid bed reactors, producing 4 million watts of electricity. So the UMB degree is where he started. His heart is always there. I want to thank you for your attention, and I'm ready to turn over the award for the Garnet Copeland Medal.
Just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Copeland graduated from UNB with a Bachelor of Arts. He went on to graduate from Purdue University in Indiana with a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. He is a Vietnam War veteran, served 2 terms in Vietnam with the Navy Seabees. He's a licensed professional engineer in Minnesota, Connecticut, and Illinois. His professional work has made him a leader in environmental and energy recovery, and he's incredibly proud, as you can tell, of his Canadian heritage, and we're very proud to share the stage with him tonight. I'm of the age to have known Garnet Copeland rather well in the time that I was a student and shortly after that here at UNB, and Garnet would make a habit as much as he could to hire UNB student athletes. One of them was our hockey team captain. At the time I was a trainer for the team. Ian Lutz was his name. Many of you may remember that name. From Bathurst. He worked for Garnet and Copeland Industries for a long, long time. And Garnet was always extremely proud and looked forward to his trip back every year. And we are thankful that you folks are all with us tonight, and you've come a long way, and we thank you for doing that, and we welcome you to our wonderful warm weather. All right, let's not keep those poor athletes squirming. I am pleased now to announce this year's winner, who will join the Copeland family on stage. Out of our 3 tremendous nominees, this year's recipient of the Copeland Award, Paige Paulson.
Hello again. Wow, thank you very much, first of all. And I just want to begin, I guess, by congratulating the other nominees for this award. Shay and Katie, I've gotten to know you guys over the couple of years, and you guys are just, you make us better. I guess you make me make me feel like I'm a better person just by being around you guys. And I just want you to know that your contributions definitely don't go unnoticed here within our community. And congratulations on your amazing careers here. So I'd like to take the time to thank the Copeland family for joining us here tonight for our event. As you heard, they came all the way from very far places, I assume. Geography, not my strong suit for sure. So I thank them for taking the time out of their schedule to join us here and make our evening especially special. So thank you. And from what it sounds like, Garnet Copeland was such an inspiration, not only something that he passed on to his family, obviously, but to those around him. And it really sounded like he pursued his best in, every part of his university career. And for that, I am truly, truly honored to receive this award in his name. And I guess with that, I want to acknowledge my student athletes here, my fellow student athletes, I guess, here tonight. You know, it's funny, you come into the beginning of your university career and you join that team as a first year, and you make bonds within your team. And at the end of that year, it's always so hard to see the seniors go and, you know, your friends on other teams leave. And I remember always thinking, oh, like how is next year going to be, you know? My friends just left. Next year's going to be so different with new people coming in. But what I was actually, I guess, pleased to find was that I actually wasn't losing friends to the retired athlete life, I guess you could say. But you know, I was able to maintain some of these bonds that I made in my younger years, as well as create new ones, whether it be with the younger players on my team or other players on other teams, I guess. So let me tell you, it's a lot harder being the senior player that's on their way out than the one that's watching the older players leave. And I truly believe this program is so hard to say goodbye to because of the people we have within it and because of the people we have supporting it, whether it be through our our profs and our faculties, or of course through our community support that we have here in our UMB and Fredericton communities. So yeah, I guess with that, sorry if that was a really big rant, maybe. So to my fellow seniors, I guess, congratulations on your amazing careers. And yeah, and to the younger players, you know, enjoy the ride. It's one of a kind and it's over too soon. So thank you.
It is now time to present the Male and Female Athlete of the Year honors. I ask Ben Saad, representative of Robert Simmons, along with UMB President Dr. Eddie Campbell and Vice President Academic Dr. Tony Secco to join us on stage. Ben will be providing each winner with a gift certificate. Before we begin, we have a small token for the three presenters as a thank you from the Varsity Reds. That they're going to get later on. Okay, so the Colin B. McKay Shield presented to the UMB Female Athlete of the Year. Again, we ask you to remain in your seats until... Do we ask them to remain in the seats, or are we just kidding here? We'll just go with it. The finalists for the Female Athlete of the Year.
It's all you.
I'm taking it away, Dave. It's on me. It's on me.
It's all you.
Vanya Mitrovic from the women's volleyball team. Vanya is a fourth-year student athlete from Fredericton. Vanya went from strength to strength this year, becoming a go-to player for the team. A first-team AUS All-Star, Vanya was the top scorer for UMB at the AUS Championship. Kayla Painter from the women's soccer team. I'm stuck with the rowdy lot tonight. Kayla has been one of the soccer's most dynamic players this season. She not only has the ability to score goals on her own, but she is dangerous setting up attacking opportunities for the team. A strong two-way player with a great speed and technical ability, Kayla doesn't mind battling in the center of the midfield to do her job defensively as well. Our third nominee is Sam Legacy from the women's soccer team also. Sam is a fifth-year student athlete from Moncton. A first-team AUS All-Star, Sam is one of the league's top scorers. Her career scoring record places her tied in first-time all-time leading scorers for UMB with 20 goals. Sam's desire and pride in playing helps her team find the confidence to play to their full potential. When Sam is on the field, she has the ability to make everyone better. This year's Female Athlete of the Year is from the women's soccer team, Sam Legacy.
Okay, thank you very much. This is an honor. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the other nominees, especially Kayla Painter and the women's soccer team. I mean, soccer is not soccer without you. We've been playing since we've been like children, so thank you for all you do for this team. Without you, I probably wouldn't have come back to soccer anyway, so you're awesome. I'd also like to thank the athletics department. You guys are amazing. Without you guys, we wouldn't have this whole setup here. You guys show great time commitment. You guys are super friendly, and there's not many schools that have an athletic department like you guys who come to all of our games. And you guys put in a lot of time and effort, and we really appreciate it here. I know everyone here does, so thank you for that. Of course, I'd like to thank my family. I think my parents are watching on TV right now. My sisters, my amazing boyfriend. So thank you guys very much for being here. And the coaching staff. I don't know if George Lucas is here tonight, but he's a goalie coach, but I think everyone on the men's and women's soccer team know he's not just a goalie coach. He's an all-around amazing guy. He puts in a lot of time for us through the season and in the off-season. And Ryan Hamilton, I know a lot of people, a lot of sports teams know him. The mental game that he prepares you for is something that you don't really appreciate until you're an older athlete. So I've been privileged to work with Ryan for almost 8 years now, and he's really opened my mind up to a whole different aspect of being an athlete. So we really appreciate that. Of course, Joe on our team, our assistant coach, he's been here. He's one of the originals with me, one of the old timers. And I think we always laugh when the girls' biggest complaint is that we don't have enough granola bars or juice boxes. Joe and I always have a good laugh because we used to have bigger issues. But now we're on to bigger and better things, so that's amazing. And of course, our head coach, John. So I had the privilege of interviewing John, so you're welcome. And and when we were doing the interview, I remember I was going into my third year. I was going into my fourth year. And I remember saying to John, I was super excited he was coming on board, and he had said to me that all the things he was going to do was really impressive, and we were all excited, but I was a little upset because I wouldn't be part of this success. I mean, part of leading up to, but I wanted to be, in the glory of it all, I guess. And I took a year off in between my fourth and fifth year, just, finding myself and whatever, but but then I got to come back, and I actually got to enjoy that, and I got to be in the AUS championship, and so I really appreciate all the time and effort he's put in. It's been an amazing season this season, and obviously that couldn't be without all of my teammates. You guys are amazing. I mean, rowdiest group here for sure. You guys win that award. And I think, especially in a team sport, you need the whole team. I think there's 26 of us on the team this year, and they're the reason why I come to soccer every day. I mean, we're busy. Everyone here is busy. We're student athletes, and I think that having that support system is amazing. I honestly, they're like 26 of my sisters. You guys are amazing. I truly appreciate everything that you do. Even though on paper our season might have looked almost perfect, we faced a lot of adversity, and I think everyone on our team knows that we tried hard every game. It wasn't an easy win for us ever, and we've come from barely missing, ties, losing by 1 to actually winning, and we're finding a way to win, and I know you guys will take that on into your years to go, first years and senior players next year. I'm just really proud to be part of the UNB soccer program that's rising, and it's amazing to see coming from a team that we never truly made the playoffs until these coming seasons, so it's nice to be a part of that and just be along for that ride. So thank you guys very much. It's truly been an honor.
Well done, Sam. Time now for the James Downey Award for the Male Athlete of the Year. The finalists are from men's basketball, Javon Masters. Javon is a second-year student from Kitchener, Ontario. He finished first in the AUS and CIS in scoring with an average of 25.1 points per game. Javon led the country in free throws made with 161. He holds the AUS record for the most free throws made in a season, is tied for second for the most free throws made in a single game, and has scored the second most points in a single season. Javon was named AUS MVP this season, an AUS First Team All-Star, and a CIS First Team All-Star. Philippe Maillet from men's hockey. Phil is a second-year student from Lachenaie, Quebec. Phil won the scoring title in the AUS this year with 14 goals and 25 assists in just 28 games. He had an extremely impressive 17-game point streak, which ran from just about Halloween until the end of January. Phil was the AUS MVP, AUS First Team All-Star, AUS Playoff MVP, and a CIS All-Canadian, and is an academic All-Canadian as well. From men's soccer, Diego Padilla. Diego is a second-year student from Maceió, Brazil. He is a complete two-way player that helped his team become the second highest scoring team in the league and the best defensive team in the country, ending the regular season undefeated. Diego is a first-team AUS All-Star and a CIS first-team All-Star. All three nominees this year are second-year athletes, and that's a tremendous achievement. The future definitely looks bright for the Varsity Reds. The winner of the UNB Varsity Reds James Downey Male Athlete of the Year, Philippe Maillet.
All right. I would like to first congratulate Javon and Diego for their excellent season. Obviously, everyone here, all the three of us, could have won that award. I would like to thank the University of New Brunswick to give us the opportunity to compete at a high level each and every day. I would like to thank, first of all, Gardner, my coach. Obviously, recruiting me last year was probably one of the biggest steps of my life, and with everything you did for me. And I would also like to thank Henny and Goody, that's our assistant coach. They tell me the truth every day, even though if it's not easy. And I guess I swallow it and I just move on, and that's what helped me to be a better player. I'd like to thank all my teammates. I know they're having a pretty good laugh right now. I love you guys. It's been an amazing year. I wouldn't never want to do it with other guys than you. And can I do it in French, please? No? No, that's fine. I'll practice my English. I probably want to finish by saying good luck to all the graduate in their future career, either sport or business, kinesiology. I just wish you good luck. Thanks.
It's funny, the hockey team has two Phils, Phil Halley and Phil Maillet, and we go out to center ice at the end of the game, and one of them could be the first star and get the interview with me and so on. And if the two of them happen to be on the runway waiting, one of the girls will tell them who goes out first, and if they're chosen to be the first star, they go, oh, damn, now I got to talk. I thought he did a pretty good job tonight, so great job, Phil. All right. We're almost done. Before we conclude, we have two young people you've seen coming and going on the stage. Let's bring them out. Okay? Don't they make a lovely couple? You want to talk? Oh, you're looking me down, aren't you? Yes, he is. I see you, buddy. Yeah. In case you're wondering, that is Allie Bent Richard, who is a daughter of our Director of Athletics, John Richard, and Matthew Ferdinand, the son of our swimming coach. He's got his eye on. Look at him. Yeah. You and me, buddy. You make a nice couple, though. Anyway, thank you again to these young people for a great job tonight. Also, before we go, I would like to thank all of those who have worked to support what you do on the field, on the court, and on the ice by being our statisticians, our scorekeepers, our clock watchers, our ball chasers, our ball retrievers, all the things that they do. It's almost 50 students we hire to do this, and spreads the wealth around among the student population. We thank them. I would like to personally thank the two young ladies that have worked for me for the past many years, Kaylee Esty and Jen Knorr. They're the ones that are at the field, at the gym, in the rink before the game begins and after it ends. And our thanks to Mo Perez for doing a great job with our soccer and our court sports this year, looking after things that have to take place at those facilities prior to, during, and after games. Now, before wrapping things up, congratulations to all the nominees and all the winners. You are an extraordinary group. We thank you sincerely for your commitment, your dedication, and all the extras you take on to be part of this UNB Varsity Reds and UNB and Fredericton communities. You make Fredericton a richer place. To all those who attended tonight, the parents, the corporate partners, the coaches, the assistant coaches, the managers, the support staff, the UNB alumni, our special guests you have met earlier, we thank you for your presence. For all of you watching on AUS TV, thank you for being with us. And a note to the student athletes, we have a wearable for you, courtesy of our good corporate partners at Labatt. When you leave this room, go to the right, your left, you will see two tables. There is a list of different sports for each table. Please line up behind your own sport table, and we will very quickly go through those wearables, cross your name off, and away you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Laura McNicholas, for a wonderful job. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you again 1 year from now.
Oh, thank you.